Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our podcast.
Today we're covering the fourth and thank goodness final film in Hotel Transylvania called Transformania.
It was anything but. And in this film, Johnny turns himself into a monster.
Yes.
Because he thinks Drac can't give him the hotel since he's human. From there, all logic goes out the window. All logic went out the window with the description.
Yes, then that is the movie. And before we start, be sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell to get some future podcasts and multiple pause videos.
But not any more sequels to Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't stop with number 3, because you could tell it's beginning to slip in its charm with the third one. I mean, third one I think was fine, but it wasn't as good as the first two. And this one, there's
it's definitely better than this one.
Yeah, there's nothing redeemable about this movie. It's like, why did they go and make this one? The third 3 was enough.
I think the worst part for me is knowing that Adam Sandler isn't voicing Dracula.
Yeah. Instead, he's replaced by Brian Hull, who is a voice impressionist on YouTube. Since he replicated Adam Sandler so well, they got him since he was much cheaper to get. And it's never told why Adam Sandler didn't come back. I don't know if he just was busy and wasn't able to do it. They didn't want him to come back. He didn't want to come back himself. It's never explained. It's just this guy is doing the voice now and that's it.
And also it's not explained why, since everything Adam Sandler has been putting out recently has been on Netflix, why this movie's on Prime, and maybe that's part of the reason why he was not voicing the character. Maybe the rights didn't belong to him. They belong to, who's the studio?
Netflix.
Who's the studio?
Oh, Sony.
Sony, and maybe that's why.
Maybe.
If you haven't seen this, then you really shouldn't.
Yeah. It's really, you really don't have to go to Amazon to watch it. I mean, if you have Amazon Prime, it's free with it. It's already included. Mm-hmm. But I think even that's too much. I mean, you're only paying through your subscription, so it's technically free. But I don't think it's even worth that, because it was just like, it's 90 minutes, so it doesn't even, thank goodness it's not longer. But it doesn't even, like, feel like you're watching Hotel Transylvania anymore. And I feel like you're watching a 90-minute movie. It felt like it's longer, but it's really short.
3 hours.
Yeah, and it's like a really short movie, but there's so little interesting going on that you don't care. And the whole thing with, it's like, they even say in the movies like Freaky, instead of Freaky Friday, it's more like Freaky Fusion. Van Helsing has a machine that Johnny uses, and it turns him into a monster, and it turns the monsters to humans when they're zapped with it. The only thing that was kind of funny about that is that they thought Johnny looked better looking like a dragon because of their standards. And then the one that's Frankenstein was this big hunky guy when he transformed into a human, and the wife was terrified of him.
It's like
that was it.
They took the episode from the monsters and put it in this movie. That's
right. That was like the only genuinely funny part of the whole film. At 90 minutes, one joke was funny.
Well, the rest of the voice cast returned, and again, the star of the movie didn't.
Right.
And that made it a weird experience, because there were times you were listening and you really were aware it wasn't Adam Sandler.
Right.
No offense to Ryan.
Yeah.
But it was obvious a lot of times that it wasn't him. And again, just the fact that he wasn't in it made a difference for me. Now, maybe they're thinking, this is the target audience is kids. They won't know the difference. We'll do like Disney. We'll get some voice actors that sound the same, and the kids won't know the difference.
Right.
And I think that's the way they approached it.
Right.
But it also must be the same way they approach the script writing.
Yeah.
And the storyline, because the first and second movies, you said, are the best. The third one started off kind of rocky, but ended up being funny in the end.
Yeah.
But this one begins badly, is badly all throughout, and at the end, it's just as bad.
Yeah.
And then the end, there's supposed to be this positive message that could have been written better into the story.
Yeah.
There could have been a better story to tell it, And it took you all the way to the end of the movie to get to the message. The message wasn't like there were little hints of it and things throughout. It was just, okay, this is the end. Here's the message. This is what the whole movie was about.
Right. It was basically passing the torch type thing, time to move on, new person take over, which is a very common theme now with a lot of these movie sequels and reboots. Disney's message is you let the past die. They will kill the original, and you better like this new one or you're fired. And this one is just that, well, you won't stop liking the original, so we'll blow it up. And then, look, we rebuilt it and we made it even better than before. It looks the same, but when you get inside, it's totally different. So it seems like they don't want you liking anything you liked before. You better like this new stuff and forget the old one. Just start fresh, which doesn't work for this movie because people were already having sort of mixed feelings about this franchise after a few years when it started getting closer to the end.
Mm-hmm. Well, I still say the same thing. I don't have much positive things to say about it.
Yeah.
The animation was fine.
Yeah,
and
that's
again,
pretty much it.
That the rest of the cast returned. And that's the most positive thing I can find about it. It really is the worst Hotel Transylvania movie.
Right.
Now, if you've seen it and you don't agree, let us know why in the comments below. Again, if you haven't seen it, we will just say, give this movie a pass and watch the first and second and third movie again.
Yeah.
There should have been a red flag, again, it not being on Netflix when everything else he's doing is on Netflix and it's being on Prime.
Right. And it wasn't even in theaters like it was originally planned to.
Right.
It's like they knew it was going to be so bad, they decided to put it on streaming.
And
that in the event.
And the most important part when you think about it is Hotel Transylvania. So the other movies were still fun to watch for October, or for Halloween. This one didn't have anything to do with Spooktober, October, Halloween.
Or the hotel.
It had nothing to do with it.
No, the hotel either. And even the third one kind of anything to do with the hotel because they went on summer vacation.
Right.
It's like whenever they make these Halloween themed things that's perfect for October, they jump to summer and then you're kind of missing the point of you making it October. The only thing I can say that there was a missed opportunity out of all the stuff in here that was just really bad ideas is that they flopped on the thing for Johnny is that, you know, he seems to be like a blissful idiot in here. Like, no matter what, he keeps going. And there's this one scene that could have been actually something a little bit redeemable is when Drac doesn't understand why Johnny keeps going forward. He's still happy about everything despite everything going to heck. The whole time them being in the jungle. Yes, they're in the jungle. You'll find out if you watch it or watch the trailer. And he doesn't know how he can still keep going, still being positive. He told him he always looks for the best side of everything. Even no matter how bad it looks, there's got to be something good in it. So nothing really brings him down. And that could have been something actually different to have in the movie, a more positive outlook. That actually would have been better and not have him seem so much of a dummy, but they ruined it by one, making it look like it means nothing, and two, have him immediately get angry not too long after saying nothing gets him down and nothing really gets him angry and him turn into the giant monster. So they ruin their own message.
Well, this movie definitely gets you down. Now, if you've seen Hotel Transylvania 4, let us know what you think in the comments below. If you haven't, it's available on Prime exclusively. But again, I say a hard pass. Watch 1, 2, and 3, and don't even take the time to watch 4. Sorry for those of you who may have liked this. I just don't see anything redeemable about this movie. They should have stopped at 3, and they should have saved the money and done something different.
Yeah. And if you haven't already, subscribe for updates, weekly videos on your favorite anime series, anime shows, and all things animation.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for watching. Rest Entertainment.
And I'm Mom Entertainment.
Have a fantastic day.
Peace.